Picture this, a quiet fishing town on Jamaica's south coast, where narrow streets and old colonial buildings whisper of the past. Now imagine that same town transforming into a modern city, designed from scratch to rival Kingston and Montego Bay. It sounds like a movie script, but it's real. Jamaica has just announced plans for a third city, and the location might surprise you. Far from the usual tourist hubs, the chosen site is set to change the island's future forever. Why build a new city? Why would Jamaica need a brand new city when Kingston and Montego Bay already exist? The answer lies in pressure. Both cities are straining under population growth, traffic jams, and infrastructure that can't keep up. Housing shortages, clogged roads, and overstretched public services make everyday life a challenge. Jamaica needs room to breathe, and a new city could be the answer. Starting fresh also allows for smarter planning. This city could be built for the future, with sustainable infrastructure, digital-ready systems, efficient transport, and green energy. It's like wiping the slate clean and designing with tomorrow in mind, instead of patching yesterday's problems. Black River, from forgotten to future. The chosen site is Black River, St. Elizabeth. Today, it's a quiet coastal town. But 2 centuries ago, it was one of the Caribbean's busiest ports, a place of trade, innovation, and even one of the first towns in the Western Hemisphere to have electricity. Now, history is repeating itself. Black River is set to rise again, not as just a port town, but as Jamaica's third city, a hub of jobs, education, and opportunity that could transform the entire South Coast. The potential impact, if successful, this city could be an economic powerhouse. Thousands of jobs would be created, not just in construction, but in tourism, logistics, technology, and renewable energy. Education and innovation would take center stage, with new schools, research centers, and tech campuses giving young Jamaicans a reason to stay and build their future at home. And daily life could look very different. Affordable housing, reliable transport, and spaces designed for culture and community. A city where quality of life is not an afterthought, but the foundation. But big dreams face big challenges. The hidden challenges. First, cost. Building an entire city requires billions. Roads, water, schools, hospitals, none of it is cheap. With Jamaica already carrying national debt, the question remains, who will fund this? Second, time. Cities aren't built in a few years. They take decades. Political changes, slow bureaucracy, and shifting priorities could stall momentum. And finally, trust. Locals often worry that mega-projects benefit outsiders, tourists, or wealthy investors more than ordinary citizens. If Black River's people are left out, the city risks becoming a showcase instead of a home. Lessons from other nations. Jamaica isn't alone in trying this. Brazil built Brasilia from nothing, a bold, futuristic capital that today is admired, but often criticized for being too artificial. Myanmar built Naypyidaw, a massive city with highways and government buildings. But hardly anyone moved in, leaving it half-empty. The lesson is clear. Cities don't thrive because of shiny buildings. They thrive when people feel they belong. The people's perspective. For young Jamaicans, Black River's transformation could mean real opportunity. Modern jobs without leaving the island. Families envision safer streets, better schools, and new industries. But others fear higher living costs, land speculation, and displacement. Without careful planning, the people who live in St. Elizabeth today could be pushed aside tomorrow. At the same time, there's a deep sense of pride. Many Jamaicans see this as a chance to revive Black River's legacy. proving that the island can dream big and deliver. Part of a larger transformation. This isn't happening in isolation. Jamaica is already transforming. Montego Bay is building the tallest hotel in the Caribbean, a 33-story tower. Luxury developments are reshaping the coastline. Black River could be the balance point, a modern city that spreads prosperity beyond the tourist enclaves and creates a more inclusive future. Done right, it could be a symbol of national progress. Done wrong, it risks being another glittering project for a few. The Caribbean shift. The wider region is watching. The Cayman Islands dominate finance. The Bahamas thrive on cruise tourism. Barbados is branding itself as a digital hub. But Jamaica has something unique: nearly 3 million people, global cultural influence, and unmatched size in the region. What it has lacked is infrastructure to match its potential. This third city could be the game-changer, positioning Jamaica as not just a cultural giant, but an economic and logistical leader in the Caribbean. For decades, Jamaica's growth has been constrained by a lack of balance. Kingston has carried the weight of commerce and politics, while Montego Bay has shouldered the burden of tourism. But the rest of the island has been left waiting, underdeveloped, and underutilized. Black River, with its deep history as one of the first towns in the Western Hemisphere to have electricity and automobiles, now finds itself at the center of a bold vision: to become Jamaica's third city. Imagine a hub where international trade, modern housing, education, and technology all converge. A place where young professionals don't have to leave the island for opportunities, where investors see Jamaica as not just a stopover, but a destination for innovation. With new highways linking it to other parts of the island, expanded airport access, and state-backed incentives, Black River could transform into the heart of Jamaica's future economy. But ambition alone is not enough. Challenges loom: attracting consistent investment, preventing corruption, ensuring sustainable development, and balancing modern expansion with the preservation of natural beauty. Jamaica has seen projects rise with fanfare only to fade away in silence. The difference this time will be in execution, whether the leaders, investors, and communities can align to make Black River more than just a headline. If successful, this city could do more than lift Jamaica. It could redefine the Caribbean's economic order, shifting attention from microstates to a nation that blends cultural dominance with infrastructure strength. Jamaica wouldn't just be exporting music, sports, and tourism. It would be exporting innovation, services, and influence. The future of Black River holds both promise and uncertainty. It could rise as a thriving metropolis that reshapes Jamaica's destiny, or stall as another unfinished dream. What's certain is this: the decisions made today will ripple through generations. If you want to see how this story unfolds, make sure to subscribe, because Jamaica's future isn't written yet, and the world will be watching.